It's the year 2015 and I need another job because my last job just wasn't cutting it. How do I tell you? And obviously, I'm gonna explain why I wasn't cutting it. Welcome YouTube, back here on another YouTube video. Obviously, if you haven't, go watch my last Hustle the Past video about how I worked in McDonald's. That's it, yes. Go watch my last video about how I worked at McDonald's and how that just didn't work out. So obviously now I've left McDonald's. A lot has gone on. Obviously now I have a girl. We're just chilling at the time. I'm going up there. I was in uni as well. Yeah, so obviously at the time it went from, not knowing what I wanted to do, just kind of being lost a little bit, to now I'm in uni and now I have a goal. So obviously at the time now, let me give you like a brief bullet point of what's going on at this time. Obviously now I had finished college, kind of lost a little bit. I ended up going to uni, ended up meeting this girl, we started dating, and then we were together for a little bit. So that's just like the little bit of the background around the time. So obviously now, I remember now I'm at her house, chilling. Obviously I can't say her name because we're not together no more and it'd be kind of disrespectful if you see this video. But yeah, so obviously I'm at her house now. I need a job because I'm going to her house, I'm spending money, but I ain't making the money back. So it's not really making sense. And obviously I was getting student loans, but obviously the money is eventually gonna run out after. So it kind of didn't make sense. I need a job now. So I now need to get onto the retail ladder. If you know about the whole retail ladder, basically it's like you start at like a retail job where they don't ask for a lot of experience and work your way up basically. So now I am now applying for Primark. At the time now, there's bare Primarks. They're hiring a lot of students because Saturday, Sunday they need a lot of people because Saturday, Sunday is busy in retail. If you don't know, now you know. Like Saturday, especially like Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, busy. And more time they have like people who work during the week when it's slower. Saturday, Sunday, busy, more customers, more money. So obviously now I applied for the job. Applied online. It was a quick, short questionnaire, attach a CV, the usual nonsense, but it's nothing special. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm laid up with a girl at the time, calling. I get a phone call from my phone, and then obviously it's now, oh, you've got an interview. I'm just like, of course I'm gonna take the opportunity. Money, I need to make my money. Like, no point being laid up and you ain't got no money. Cool. So now laid up, get a call, come in for an interview. The interview's like the week after. Obviously now I have to go get a new shirt, trousers, shoes. I didn't wear shoes, I wore trainers at the time, they were all black trainers. I'm wearing a cardigan, not cardigan, but like a jumper, nice jumper. Obviously the location is like a bit, not too far from my house, maybe like a 1-2 bus away, depending on how you want to get there. It's a big Primark store, how do I tell you? Obviously they've got 3 floors. They've got the ground floor, second floor for men and children, and they have set tills on both floors. The third floor is where they have like all the clothes stored up in racks, and the fourth floor is where like the staff room, whatnot, managers meetings, all that. They got all them extra rooms up there. So we're going up there now. We have a conversation. I'll never forget who I had the interview with. It was with an older Jamaican woman. Obviously now she would then turn out to be my manager later on. We're gonna get into that. So obviously the interview process is just like, oh, what have you done? Have you got any experience? Look over my CV. Why do you not work here? Availability. So at first my availability was really like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because I was going uni Monday to Friday, but there'd be days where I'll be working like maybe like a good I'd have like short days, maybe I have like 3 short days and 1 long day where like I'll be there the whole day. So it just really depends. I was working mostly around my uni stuff. At the time, uni was very important. I'll talk about uni maybe at some point, in another video. So we go through the interview process. I'm like, cool. I now end up getting the job. Back then, when I had just started, the uniform was like a polo, black trousers, but I wore jeans and trainers. Because more time I was coming back from uni. So when I come back from uni, so say it was like I had uni from like 12 till 6. I would go straight from uni straight to work from like 6, maybe like 6 to 10. Okay, so after I've now met my soon-to-be manager, I go meet the other manager. He more like, he works on the floor more time. He's an Asian don, innit? Obviously, he was the type of manager. He would try to act cool with everyone, but then he'd be trying to be like enforce like hella things on people. He'd be like, oh, well, if you don't want to do it, you can go home. But then he would try to be cool. So more time, I already sussed him out from the beginning. This guy here, yeah, you see him? He's a beg. So I was like, alright, cool. So let me get into the layout of the show. So the first floor is like women's section. The women's section stretched from the beginning of the door right up until the end of the shop, and at the end of the shop they got the tills. So you're just thinking to yourself, okay, cool. And then on the corner, on that first floor, you've got the women's shoe section. That's going to be very important later on in the video. The second floor, you've got, if you walk up the stairs, obviously they had the lift and they had the stairs. The lift was more time it was used for customers. It was used for staff as well, because we used to take it from like, so basically the first 2 floors are for customers. The third, fourth floor and the fifth floor, no, the first and second floor was for customers. The third floor and the fourth floor were for our staff. So more time, if we need to go somewhere quickly, we take the lift. And then on the other side, they've got stairs. They've got like emergency stairs going all the way upstairs, basically. But only you need like a key to go through, basically. Back to the floor layout. So the second floor, you walk up the stairs, and then you have the men's section on the left, and then you have the kids section on the right. One thing I don't understand as well with some of these retail stores, why are the men's sections so small? Like, yo, we need clothes as well. How do I tell you? I've noticed that when I be going to other retail shops, the men's sections are actually getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And I need to understand why. Because we spend money just as much as women do. And kids, we need a big section as well. So the men's section, you had a wall of jeans, which is like different types of jeans on a wall. All stacked up in like size, colors. So size start from like 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44. So obviously let me explain properly. So the jean sizes, they have a lot of 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, because those are the normal sizes for people. So they need a lot of stock of them. When you get to like the 40, 42, 44, you get like maybe like 2, 3 of each. So those sizes are rare. So like as the size gets bigger, it gets rarer to find. So if you are like a size 38, you might have like 6 pairs of jeans to pick per line. So it's very difficult. So yeah. And then on the other side now, you've got like all like men's underwear, boxes, shoes, bags, belts. You know, the normal stuff that a man would probably want. All in one section. You had a bathrobe, and then we had like a till there, a small till. Like, it was like, that section there, I liked that section. I liked it a lot. And then the other side, you had kids, like baby stuff, toys, and then further down, you had a till. The third floor is where we kept all the stock and whatnot. We kept like, there's like pallets and like the forklifts, and we had the best stuff up there. Obviously, I got a video of me riding on the pallets. I'm gonna insert in the video somewhere, maybe about like here. That. Bear in mind, this is exist. And obviously I was misbehaving at the time. Obviously they didn't catch me at the time. Now I can post it because I don't really care. I did what I did back then. You can try and find me now, but it doesn't work. How do I tell you? And then the 4th floor was like the staff room, and it had like other rooms where like managers would use. They had lockers. So yeah, so the shop layout was really good. How do I tell you? I'm gonna go through each of yeah. So when I first started, basically I was working the night shift. So let me put it to you like this: the night shift, we would come in around like, see like the shop closes at like 6. We would come in at like 5, and we would start getting prepared basically. So what we would have to do is I think there was like a team of like 6-7 people at the time. Hella cool people, by the way. So we had like these pallets, not pallets, like these racks where like they would put clothes in and trainers, anything that needs to be restocked, they'd put it in there, wrap it in cling film, and then they would bring them all downstairs. We would have to do maybe like 2-3 each every shift. So obviously I'm gonna insert a video of what it used to look like if I can find it. So at the time now, the situation where like you're doing these racks and like I think they've turned off all the lights now, so it's just like minimal light now, and you're just working on it for like a good 4 or 5 hours. So you'd probably do like 2-3 racks. So our main role was basically just replenishing the stock, just putting all the stuff that was sold. We'd fill it up, back up, stack them correctly. We would have to fold the clothes if we needed to and put them in the right orders. I did that for about maybe like a good 1.5 years, 2 years. It was good because realistically I would come in, it was usually the same people I was working with. So like, and maybe like a manager who would just oversee everything up and down. More time they were in the office doing, I don't know what they were doing, but yeah. More time I would just get a stool and I would just be on my phone chilling. Like obviously what I would do is I would make sure the racks are finished, and then I'll just be sitting on my phone on a stool, and I'll just be on my phone for hours. And I would move location just to make sure like it don't look like man just sitting around in one place. So I might go hide in the stock room, or I might go hide behind a pile of clothes. Like it was really good at the time. How do I tell you? So I did that for a little bit, about 2 years, and then I began to do it full time now. This is where most of the wahala started to start. So obviously now I'm still in uni, but like I'm not going to uni as much as I should have. I'll get into that in another video. So now I'm working full time. So I'm now working. So I used to do like maybe 3 shifts a week. Now I'm doing 3 shifts for like 4 hours. Now I'm doing like damn near I'm doing like maybe like the 7 days, I'll do maybe like 5 days, and I'm working maybe like 10 hours each. So yeah, you can add it up. So this is where like the differences of like working Monday to Friday and the weekend. Monday to Friday is where like you meet all the older lot, the adults basically. Monday to Friday, the place is damn near quiet. It might get busy around like 4, 5 o'clock, where like obviously people are coming back from work or school, people are picking up their kids and they're coming into the shop. Saturday, Sunday, whew, if you worked in retail on a Saturday or Sunday, you would understand it is chaotic. It is like, sometimes I would dread coming in because I would be like, what is going on? Like, depending on where I was working, like I might work most of the time I was working men's section. I would come in and I would walk up the stairs, take the left, I'm looking at it, they have like these big shelves like where you put like clothes on and stacked on. I'm looking at it, I'm seeing clothes on the floor, I'm seeing the shelves unstacked properly, and then I look to my left, I see the jean wall. I'm just like, yo, the jean wall, there's bare jeans, bare pulled out. Some of them have fell on the floor, they're in the wrong places. I walk a bit further, turn to my right, I see shoes all over the floor, I see bags all over the place. I'm just like, yo, what has happened? Like, and bear in mind, this is like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I come in, the place looks like a bomb site. I'm just like, yo, what has gone on in this place? I come in now, and there might be like 2-3 people working in the men's section. I'm thinking, yo, where's everyone else? Oh, yeah, they moved some people to the kids section, or they moved them downstairs. I'm just like, yo, like, I'm coming to work this section, but I ain't got no help. What's going on? Like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand. Like, someone explain to me, because I'm kind of confused. The thing is, when you worked in the shop, they would put you in different places. I like to work the men's section because I know where everything is, I know how to do it quickly, and it's easy. There have been a couple of times where they sent me to the kids section. If anyone knows who's worked in Primark before, you know the kids section, the kids/baby section is the worst. It's like, imagine now you go to like a shop and like there's hella clothes being unfolded everywhere. You see like stacks of clothes on the floor. People pulling out clothes and not putting them back, or they're not folding it properly. And then bear in mind, you're doing this, you have to go there, you have to fix it, and you're gonna be on, maybe you might be on one table for 4 hours. Like, you're folding something, you turn around, you come back, that thing you just folded is unfolded again because someone has just taken the clothes out. Nah, I don't want it, and they've thrown it back on there, and now you have to fold it. Like, it's a lot of repetitive work. That's what now that I'm thinking about it, it was just a whole lot of repetitive work. Like, it was good when it was good, but it was bad when it was really bad. And then obviously now you've got the women's section, which is downstairs, the shoe area. That one there is a maze, because what you would have to do is you would have to gather up all the shoes from the changing room, and then you'd have to put them back on the shelves. But more time, you have to find the correct size, the correct style, hook it up together, and then put it back, and then organize this. You'd organize that rack based on size. So obviously you got size. I think women's stuff from like, start like from like 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7. 7's obviously quite big, so you probably get like 1 or 2 of those. But more size, you get a lot of the smaller sizes. Working in that section there was very, very, very difficult. Not because the work is difficult, it's because you're looking around for pairs. That's the only thing. You're walking around, you're bending over looking for pairs. That is the only thing that was hard about it. But other than that, it was pretty much easy because it was a small section. Like, if you knew how to work that area, which I knew how to do, it would be easy. But like, if someone who's hella new, who's hella confused, they would be like looking at you like, yo, like, what the hell? So like, it was good when it was good, it was bad when it was bad. How do I tell you? And then obviously now I'm working. They've got me working in different areas more time. At the time now, I was almost like a wanted man. Like, obviously, I've been caught a couple of times on my phone, or just standing around talking to the girls I was working with. Shout out Double D, you know who you are. I ain't gonna say your name, but shout out Double D. You probably wonder, why do I call her Double D? Think about it. I'm not gonna say it, but shout out to her. So obviously, most time I will spend most of my time talking to the girls instead of working. This is where they started to clamp me. So a couple times now, they call me. They say, "Yo, stop talking to the girls. You got clothes to fold." Alright, cool. So what they used to do was they used to stick me on the till. Okay, so let's get into it. So when they stick you on the till, you're not going nowhere. Like, if you think you're gonna go somewhere, it's a myth. Once they put you on that till, you're not going nowhere. When I was folding clothes, I was moving around, I was I was talking to this person, I was talking to this person, up and down. I was taking long toilet breaks. They even at one point they were on the announcement, the tannoy thing, saying, "Oh, can Wells can you?" Well, obviously that's not my government name, but just for the video, they'll say, "Oh, Wells, can you come to the tills?" And when they asked me to come on the tills, and it was a thing where like at the time we didn't have chairs, so you're just standing around waiting for you to come up to the till. And like obviously there was a couple times where I was caught leaning on, I'm bare like this, I'm bare leaning over the counter, because like it's just like you're thinking to yourself, yo, you're standing on your feet, you have to stand up straight. My back was killing me a couple times, and you just think to yourself, yo, this is long. And when they stuck you on that till, it's a myth. But it was easy because all you had to do was just serve people on the till. That's where I learned my experience on how to scan items. I still use that skill to this very day. I went IKEA, scanned the thing. I learned that from the Primark thing. How do I tell you? Clocking in was a whole nother situation in itself. It's a thing where like you couldn't really afford to be late, because what you'd have to do is like on the second floor, you have to open the door. Only staff can go through there, so you need a key, innit? So you'd have to log in, you have to put your number in, and obviously it tells you you've logged in at a certain time. Me, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a person who usually I'm late. How do I tell you? My time management for certain things is quite poor. Like only recently my time management got better because they've been getting onto me. But at the time when I was working at Primark, my time management was terrible. Like I had to start shift at like 1 o'clock. I'm getting at like 10 past 1, 20 past 1, and they were getting onto me. I can't lie, they were on my ass. You know why? Because like I'm clocking in late, I'm strolling to my section. I'm just like, yo, like you stressing me about these clothes. These clothes ain't going nowhere. Like, how do I tell you? Like, you want me to be bare running and bare folding? Bruh, I'm gonna be here for the next 5 hours. I'm not worried about like all this. Like you better stress me about being late, but I'm gonna be here for another 5 hours folding clothes for 4.5 of them. So like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to be bare running around? Like, come on, man. It didn't make no sense, man. The employee discounts, I don't even know. I don't think we had any employee discounts, to be fair. Like, you buy things at normal price, but more time you would get to see the good stuff that they had before anyone else, because they used to go up to the stock room. So there wasn't really, I don't remember me getting any discounts because there wasn't. So the management, boy, like I said, I had the woman that interviewed me was an old Jamaican woman. We had like a weird relationship where like she would get on to me, but it was in a kind way. Like obviously she would be kind of looking out for me. She'd be like, "Oh, what are you doing? Are you doing da-da-da-da-da?" But sometimes we bust jokes, sometimes she'd get on to me. So our relationship was weird, but obviously it was never a situation where like it ever got heated or anything. I was always just like, I think they just knew me, like I was just hella laid back. I wasn't really like into no politics or nothing that weird. I just come in, I might talk to a couple girls around, and yeah, I just kept it hella calm. And then obviously had the Asian supervisor, manager, I don't know what he was at the time. Obviously he was just a beg. He would try to beg it with everyone, but then he would be try to be cool with everyone who was working on the shop floor, but then he would be begging it to like the upper management. I'm just like, yo, like, keep the energy consistent. If you want to be a manager, but don't try to be my friend and then better trying to bust jokes and try to, bruh, you look weird because you're talking to me weird. You're talking to me nice now, but then you'll come down with the other manager and you'll be better trying to tell me what to do. I'm thinking, wait, wasn't it like 10 minutes ago you were just trying to bust jokes with me, and then now you're trying to be on my ass? Come on, man. Forget it, man. Obviously, you know, working in retail is, yeah, like you're gonna deal with a lot of difficult customers, and the common "do you work here" kind of comments. I'm just like, well, if you see me folding clothes, I'm wearing the uniform, what kind of question is that? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you can see me, I'm clearly in uniform. I'm working because I like money, not because I want to work here. It's because I've got bills. That's why I'm here. Like, and then they ask, oh, well, I checked this online. Well, I checked this in another shop. Well, I checked it online. They said that you have it. Oh, do you have it? Oh, can you go check in the stock room? I'm just like, if we had it in the stock room, it would be out already, or it's not ready to be put out yet, but more time it would be out on the floor. So what I used to do is when a customer would ask me, oh, have you got this? I'd be like, oh, okay, cool, let me go check. And this is where I'll take the piss. I'll be like, oh, let me go check. And then I would go toilet, I'd go get a drink, I'd go upstairs, go talk to someone real quick, be on my phone, go check my messages real quick just to see if anyone, you know, messaged me while I was I was talking to a customer. Walk around, I'll take the lift downstairs, walk all the way up the stairs, take the back route, go up to the stock room, see what they got in the stock room, walk around, and then come back to the customer and say, yeah, we ain't got it, sorry about that. Because like, more time, if we don't have it on the shop floor, we don't have it then. Like, what kind of question is that? Like, and this is advice to anyone who goes into a retail shop and does this. If it's not on the shop floor, they probably don't have it. So you asking, oh, do you have it in a stock room? No, we don't have it in a stock room. How do I tell you? Like I said, when you're working in retail, you're gonna be working. You're gonna be in a situation where you're gonna be working by yourself. I remember a couple times where I was on the till, and then there would be this fat line, and I'm just looking over like, yo, like, we need more people on the till, like, what the hell? And then there'd be situations where like the clothes ain't got a tag on it, so you now have to go downstairs, find the same item, scan it. It's like, I don't think people understand, like, working in retail and dealing with is not for the weak. Like, how do I tell you? Like, having patience to deal with people in retail is a skill. That is a very, 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 very valuable skill. Dealing with stupid customers, it's very difficult. And then when you're working on a till, you've got like a bag full of stuff people don't want. We would then have to take that bag, and then we would actually have to go and put it back on the shelves. So like every 30 minutes, I would have to leave the till, take the bag full of stuff, and you know them Primark bags, they're big as well. I'd have to go take the stuff and then go put them back on the shelf. I was doing it every 30 minutes, as well as serve customers. It was very, very, very difficult. How do I tell you? And then like, it just got to the stage where like, it wasn't consistent enough hours. I think I was maybe working like 20, 30 hours. And I was like, yeah, I need something a bit more exciting, which would then lead into my next job, which where, you know, I then end up working. I ended up then going to the manager. I handed him my notice. I remember this was on a Sunday, handing him my notice. He was like, oh yeah, well, I'll see you next week. He didn't see me next week. And then I ended up meeting my mom and dad, and then we all went home. And then this will lead into my next job. So, you know, hopefully you stick around for that one. Appreciate the love, YouTube. If you've ever worked in the retail, let me know where you've worked at. How long did you work there? How many difficult customers did you have to deal with? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate the love as usual. Peace.